Hello, it's Amy Scott here. I'm here to lead you in a heart opener flow. So go ahead and come down to a comfortable child's pose. Just with the intention right now, just set it with your breath to lead with your heart all the way through this practice. And maybe, just maybe, you're able to take it off your mat today and just lead with your heart. Good. So when you're ready, come on up to all fours and just begin to work in your cat and cows. Inhaling cat, exhaling your cow. Inhale, exhale. Good. Make sure your wrists are underneath your shoulders, and then stretch your right hand forward and your opposite leg. Crunch it in and out, and in and out, and then go ahead and reach around for that back foot and release that down. We're going to play with our balance a little bit and just keep our right hand forward, our right foot forward this time. Maybe that right toe comes off the back of the mat. Maybe you reach for that ankle, the front side of the foot presses into the hand. That will give you your curve. Just getting into the heart space, pushing that heart through the rib cage. Maybe your hips are tight, so go ahead and give them a big circle or maybe figure eights, maybe sending us some extra breath to those tight spaces. Then let's go on and move on to the other side. Oh, let's get into our wrists before we do that. Sitting back. Now this one, just walking those fingertips toward the back of your mat and maybe sitting back on your hips, stretching through the space on the arm. Yeah, and then let's go left side. Left hand reaches out forward, crunch it in and out, and in and out, and in and out. Maybe just reaching for the front side of that foot. And slowly releasing that down. Maybe left arm reaching forward, left foot back, reaching for the left foot. Make that connection, making sure that foot is pressing into the hand and the hand into the foot, and then slowly lower it down into a puppy pose. And maybe your chest rests on the mat. You can even make your prayer hands behind your head, open up the shoulder heads. Yeah. Plant those hands down. Come all the way down to the belly. And work your hands into like a 90-degree angle. And then lift that left foot as like a kickstand. And then that left hand will come to that lower back space and just open the front of the chest. And breathe here. Good. And slowly unwind the other way. Make that right angle with the left arm. Kick that right foot over for your kickstand. And then that right hand will come to the lower back space, opening up that chest and the front side body. Good. Just go ahead and come back into your all fours, taking that right arm up and open up that chest and weave it under and through, setting that right shoulder down on the mat. Maybe walking those left fingertips up and over. Maybe getting into the hip space and that left leg. You can even make contact with that right hand on the outside edge of that left arm. Or left foot. And then Maybe your left arm will come up and then around the back and maybe around for that hip crease for that good twist. Inhaling your length, exhaling, twist it out. Good. Slowly unwind. And we're going to just come back to the other side. So left arm reaches out and then up, inhale, and then exhale, setting that left shoulder down on the mat. Good. Maybe straightening into that leg, getting to the hips. That right hand is going to reach up and then behind the back or for that hip crease, leaning back, inhaling length, exhaling your twist. Inhaling length, exhale your twist. Then when you're ready, slowly unwind. Come back into your all fours. Really engage the belly. Belly button's pulling into spine. Shoulder blades are coming down the back. Hover those knees off the mat. And then push back into your down dog. Maybe just walking it out here, dipping a shoulder, bending a knee. Whatever feels good to your body today, do that. Good. Reach that right foot up and back, maybe shaking out that head and neck, circle around that ankle, and then point the toe, stack the hips, drop the heel to your toe. Good. Maybe dropping down that forearm. I like to hold the outside edges of the mat and then bring that right knee to that right shoulder and back. Knee comes to forehead, maybe give it a kiss and shoot it back. Knee comes to opposite elbow, shoot it back. And then step it up in between your hands, setting that back knee down on the mat. Maybe your hands come to your thigh, settling those hips. Maybe reach your arms up. Call this the Charlie's Angel Mudra. Yeah, maybe there's a back bend there. And slowly unwind, framing that front foot. Come through your vinyasa. I chose to cross my ankles. I just wanted to get into a different space today. Do whatever you need. Come back to down dog if you've crossed your ankles. And then that left foot is going to reach up and back, circling that ankle. And then go ahead and point the toe, stack the hip, drop the knee, circle it forward and backwards, opening up that hip space, maybe dropping down to the forearm, the right forearm, squeezing the mat as if you were to rip it apart like a piece of paper. And then that knee is going to come all the way in and step it up. And then set that back knee down on the mat. Crescent B. Hands to your thigh, or you can reach them up. Charlie's Angel Mudra, maybe behind the head. Setting your head in that head rest. Sending a little bit extra breath. Still needing the ribs in here. And then slowly the hands frame that front foot. You can step it back, cross your ankles. Come through your vinyasa. Push it up. And then down, come through your up dog, and then down dog, and cross those ankles. Good. Right foot reaches up and back. Knee comes to shoulder. Knee comes to forehead, maybe giving a kiss. Shoot it back. Knee comes to opposite elbow. Straighten. Float your foot. Step it back, and then step it up and through, and maybe you stay up this time, crescent lunge. That right hip's pulling back, that left hip's pulling forward, opening that heart space with cactus arms. Good. Inhale, and then as you exhale, the hands frame the back foot, cross those ankles, come up and then down. Come into your chaturanga. Down dog. So good. Good. Left foot reaches up and back this time. Left knee comes to that shoulder space. Shoot it back. Knee comes to that forehead. Maybe give it a kiss. Shoot it back. Knee comes to opposite elbow. And then on this side, squeeze it. Yeah, and shoot it up and back. And step it up and through into your crescent lunge. Left hip pulls back this time. Right hip pulls forward. I like to just take the thumbs and lean it back, inhaling and exhaling, those hands framing that foot. Step it back, cross the ankles, come through your vinyasa. Good. You can always add push-ups or take out the vinyasa and just meet us in down dog. Right foot reaches up and back. Maybe there's a bend opening that hip space. Right knee to right elbow, shoot it back. Knee comes to forehead, give it a kiss, shoot it back. Knee comes to opposite elbow this time. Set that outside edge of that foot down, open it up, rock star. Open heart, good. Plant that left hand down, squeeze that knee into your chest, shoot it up. And maybe as slow as you can, flip it all the way over into your wild thing. Good, maybe reaching for that back calf or shin. And then let your right hand lead the charge. Step it up and through, setting that back knee down on the ground for crescent B pose. Opening up that heart space. Maybe reaching around for that back foot for that quad stretch. You can always take a strap if you can't quite get the connection. Letting those hips just kind of fall and get heavy toward the mat. Still intentional about your heart space being open.
You're good.
Good. Slowly release that. Step it back, cross the ankles. Come through your vinyasa. Down dog. So good. So left foot reaches up and back this time.
Oh, I know.
Maybe bend into that knee.
You're good.
That knee comes to the shoulder.
Seriously.
Knee comes to forehead. Maybe give it a quick kiss and shoot it back. Knee comes to opposite shoulder. Open it up, rock star. Press that heart through the rib cage. Inhale. And then exhale, slowly unwind, pulling that knee in through the chest. Maybe flipping it over as slowly as you can into your wild thing. Maybe reaching around for that back leg. Letting your left hand kind of lead the charge. Step it up and through. And then on this one, we're going to set our back knee down on the ground again. Or crescent B. Reaching around for that ankle or the tops of the foot. Letting those hips just kind of fall and melt toward the mat.
You're gonna hear the video.
Planting those hands down, shading that foot back, pressing at the ankles, coming through your vinyasa. And maybe just settling in here to your child's pose. Thank you so much for joining me today and opening your heart space and just continue to take this practice off your mat as you move throughout your day, knowing that He is good and He is faithful.